Welcome back to another episode of Blown Budget Garage. On today's episode, we're going to get everything in the engine bay cleaned out, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We're going to get all the wires pulled. Anything that I can't easily remove, we'll just kind of move out of the way so that I can clean everything up, get it primered, and hopefully get some paint on it today. As you can see, I mean, it's a nice, beautiful day out. Skies are blue, almost no wind, so really perfect weather conditions if you're having to paint outside like I am. So, at any rate, I'm going to go and walk down to the shop and get my tools, bring them up here, and yeah, we're going to start disconnecting everything. So, that's where we're at. All right, well, it only took about 11 minutes and one boo-boo, but I got all the wiring out, as you can see. I still need to push that back through, that bulkhead back through. But I went ahead and took some of my engine degreaser and just kind of sprayed it on everything that was all gunked up and nasty. And we're going to let that eat for just a little bit. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get that guy off and get that guy off and get that guy off, get her pushed back through, tidy some of this junk over here up, and just continue to work on getting everything removed. I have a new low car throttle cable, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, push it through. And yeah, I think that's it for right now. So let me get some work done, and then we'll see how long that takes. Bad news, guys. I got distracted. So as I was getting everything out, I was like, man, I really need to get the steering wheel out, you know? And then I was like, well, if I'm gonna pull the steering wheel, I might as well pull the dash too, which I haven't gotten to that part yet, but so I got the little blower motor out. Just wanted to see what kind of shape it was in, and it's pretty bad. And then I went ahead and got the steering device out, and yeah. So let me show y'all what we got going on real quick here. Let me just, whatever. I'd edit that out, but I'm lazy. All right, so as you can see, there's a lot missing now. So we're getting close. We're really, really close to be able to start cleaning this up. And what I'm going to use to clean everything up, at least initially, is there's some gunk over here. I'm going to have to take a wire wheel too. But I got the SOS pads with the soap on the inside, and they work really, really well for cleaning everything up really quickly. So it's probably going to take me a couple hours of just, you know, to get that done. But let me show y'all what else I got done. Let's see here. This thing, this heater core, that's the devil. Whoever designed it is not my best friend. I couldn't even get it out without breaking it, the box, because it was just so old. So we're just not going to use it. I wasn't going to use it to begin with, but I guess if I had even the slightest inkling of using it. So here's what happened. So, you know, as you can see, crap just broke off. So what we got going on is I'm in the process of getting our dash pad right here, getting it off. And once I started to take that off, I was like, you know what? I can't even take the console out if the steering wheel's in. So that's why I went ahead and did that. But yeah, so this is where we're at. I'm going to continue to try to get the dash out, or the console, just everything, pad, our gauges, and yeah, I'm glad that I'm doing this, honestly, because this was super beat up, and now we get to clean it up and paint it and make it look brand new again. So all right, that's where we're at. Hey, the windshield's out. Right, yeah, missing, which usually would be good news, except for the fact that as I was taking it out, I don't know if you can see, we're going to yeah, that custom crack is not supposed to be there. So I get to buy a windshield now, which is lovely. So it's important that you don't get in a hurry and you just take your time when you're doing things like this, because what happened was I was trying to work the windshield gasket around, and I put just a little bit too much pressure and cracked. So, you know, is what it is. You can't win them all. Luckily, the back glass, there's no cracks on it. So, you know, it sucks because it's just more money that I'm going to have to save up. And then, you know, the gasket is like probably, I think it's like 120, 130 bucks, something like that, just for the windshield gasket. And I'm sure that glass is going to cost me a couple $100. So, you know, now I get to save up. Oh, my nose is nice and dirty. Now I get to save up for more stuff that I didn't plan on doing. But whatever, that's the world of, you know, working on these old things. So at any rate, I'm going to get the rest of this out and take it on down to the shed, and I will at least have more stuff to do whenever the weather's bad, and it's supposed to be bad for the next like 9 days. So it's kind of why I want to get this done. Unfortunately, that means I have to do an extra good job of tarping this up so that no water gets in, but what can you do? Also, I found the tiniest, let me see, tiny little hole right there that I'll fill in. But yeah, so at any rate, I'm going to get all this done, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I'll figure something out. All right, guys, so, oh God, man, I can't stay clean. So here's what we got going on. I got a lot of that scraped off. Still got a bit to go. I think the rest will sand off with the sander. I took the Brillo pad with the soap and just kind of started cleaning everything up. I'm going to sand everything, but I just figured, you know, if I could hose everything down and just waste one Brillo pad to kind of clean everything up, it'll save me on some of my my sandpaper. But, oh, I forgot, I need to take that right there off too. But here's where we're at. I mean, I was hoping to get, yeah, story of my life, right? I was hoping to get more done today. Surprise, surprise. But, man, I'm all tangled up. What can you do, right? Whatever. I also, if I can get untangled here, I'm sure that's great video. Anyways, what I also did was cleaned everything up out of here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead. I've been using this as like my storage for tools, but I really am gonna have to get a lot done in here soon. Once I get done, basically once I get the engine bay done, right, and cleaned up and painted, then we can put the engine back in, okay? And then I can start focusing on the inside. And you know, today kind of really sucked because, you know, I had to get the dash and everything out because it was in rough shape, and you know, I didn't mean to crack my windshield, and then my windshield gasket was just all dry rotted and ate up. And then in the meantime, I also found, if you can see that right in here, even more rust. So, you know, it sucks because, you know, now I'm losing, you know, I get 1 to 2 days a week to work on this. So I'm going to lose, you know, I'm losing what, at least 1 to 2 weeks probably, because I can only get 1 day a week sometimes to work on this. So now I'm even 2 weeks pushed out till this car is going to be done just by finding that little thing. And then I got to save up and buy a windshield and buy a windshield gasket. And so hell, that probably might put me 2-3 weeks, you know, further away. So I was hoping to have this thing done by power tour, at least running and driving, but whatever, maybe a miracle will happen, who knows. But I'm gonna get everything cleaned up, and then if the weather's nice tomorrow, I'm gonna continue on with this. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Hi guys, welcome back. So from the last segment you just watched until now, it's been like 2.5 weeks. We've just had a bunch of bad weather, had some stuff come up, and so I'm back to getting some work done on the car. So here's what we got going on. I went ahead and put the headers that I ordered that came in. I just kind of set them on the engine in the shed. I went with Patriot headers, and here's the thing. On the passenger side, the very first pipe does not clear the engine mount. So I had to do a bunch of bending on the pipe, which kind of sucks. But, you know, they weren't real expensive headers, so, you know, you get what you pay for. But other than that, both sides are on. I'll show you all that, but let me show you what we got going on right now. I went ahead and got my upper control arm on this side and my ball joint in, and then on, let me go ahead and bring y'all around over here, and then I got this one on, and I got this upper ball joint in. So the plan for today is I gotta hit a little bit of paint right down here, and while on both sides, and while that's drying, I'm gonna get my tie rod end set up. Yeah, so the idea here is to get my spindles on, to get just basically as much parts as I can on, because it's a little bit windy. It's not the best weather conditions. I mean, I got, you know, I'm in a t-shirt because I'm working and I'm keeping myself hot, but I don't feel comfortable painting the engine bay right now. I'm not sure it's going to turn out well if I do, so I'm focusing on this. So yeah, so let me get a little bit of paint sprayed on here, and then I'm gonna get my tie rod ends and my sleeves all put together, and we're gonna keep on getting stuff done. So that's where we're at. Well guys, it's been a really long day, so what I'm gonna do is show y'all everything that we got done. So here we go. All right, so as you can see, like I think I showed you earlier, upper control arm is in, upper ball joint is in, shocks are in. We got new rotors on this side. Let me see if I can't get a good view in here. New tie rod ends, whatever. I'm sure, anyways, whatever. New lower ball joints, tie rod ends, new idler arm, another new tie rod end, and then I got this side done, and the gas adjust shock, ball joints, the works. So the only thing I ran out of is, if you're wondering why the cap isn't on, I ran out of cotter pins to put in. So for the time being, I just kind of bent that one little tab down just so I don't have to put that back in the shed. But anyways, so that's where we're at. All right, so the plan is that when I get a little bit more time off, I have a few more parts that I can put in. I have new calipers in the house. And all I'm gonna do is get some caliper paint because they're like two different colors. So I'm gonna get some caliper paint them both black, get some pads. That way I can get them mounted. So hopefully in the next couple days, I'll have the chance. The weather's supposed to be great for the next 4 days. So yeah, so I'm gonna get that done. And then basically I'm just gonna continue working, and then whatever I get done by, like, you know, the end of the day, Saturday, well, that's just gonna be the episode. So at any rate, that's what we got going on. I'm gonna pack up and we'll get some more done in a little bit. All right guys, so as you can see, we got the first coat of paint in the engine bay, which is exciting because once I get the second coat in and completely done, then the engine can go back in. So a lot of great progress today. At any rate, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much to everyone who's continuing to watch, and I hope you all have a great week. See you soon.